What's up, guys? It's Rantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, it's gonna be an awesome freaking day. So guys, welcome back, and happy Showcase Day. So we are indeed once again back here in the wonderful wild world of Skyrim, taking a look at the Wizard's Tower. Now, the Wizard's Tower is a new player home here on Bethesda.net that we're going to be taking a look at today. But first, if you do enjoy the video today, do please leave a like and a comment if you would want to. And without further ado, let's check this out. So the Wizard's Tower is located right here, right next to Falkreath, Haldir's Cairn, as well as Cracked Tusk Keep. Say that 10 times fast, and I doubt you could do it. So it does pop up with a symbol on the map for you to fast travel to from the beginning of the game, or at least it did for me. It took me a second to find it on the map, but yes, it is indeed still there. So the Wizard's Tower is a player home here once again in the southern parts with Falkreath. And I think we should waste no time in checking it out. So you can see it's very, very cool on the outside. It's got this nice stone structure with the dwarven kind of, struts on the roof and on the walls a little bit. It's got the bronze kind of accents and everything like that as from, the Dwemer constructs. And overall, it looks really cool because it looks like we have a nice little balcony right there and everything like that. But there's nothing outside as far as like gardens or farms or anything like that. There is indeed a staircase that leads from this way. And if I'm not mistaken, this is actually the southern world border. This is the south, right? Yeah, I believe this is the southern world border. And it should not allow us to go that way. If we go ahead and turn the display back on, it should say that you probably shouldn't go this way. Up in the top right-hand corner. I believe that's this gate. Yep, there it is. Oh, top left-hand corner. So you cannot go that way. So that is the southern border of Skyrim, which is pretty cool. So it's a fairly safe and defensible position if you have, specific mods that make more and more bandits show up and everything like that. But without further ado, let's head into the free Wizard's Tower main hall. So here we are inside of the main hall, and the main hall has this really nice vaulted kind of ceiling, kind of cathedral-esque with this big like chandelier in the middle, and it leads into that room over there. But in typical Rantium fashion, let's just break this down, shall we? So this home is indeed free, and when you first walk inside, looks like we have some, excess Dwemer stuff. Got some dwarven boots and stuff like that, and if you're wondering why that stuff is so good, we're in God mode, that's why. It's not actually that good. But you also get free dwarven shields, as well as the ability to put things up on the racks and everything like that. So this is a shield and weapon rack, which is always cool to see, because I love when you can have, the different weapons and stuff along with your shields. So there's your left weapon rack, your right weapon rack, and the shield rack. Pretty cool. And you've got a whole bunch of those around the area too. Plus, you've got the College of Winterhold kind of banners here, which is kind of neat. Plus, you've got these things on the ground, and we'll be taking a look at those here momentarily. But nothing too much here in the main hall, because the main hall acts more as a thoroughfare rather than something that's actually here. So this is kind of a place where you can drop off some of your alchemical ingredients if you want. You can take a look at some of the stuff that's on the shelves. You can hang some of your weapons and armor and everything like that. But mostly, this is just a hallway, or what I would call a hallway. But we have an active, or we have a working dagger rack there, which is always good to see. And then just, some more Dwemer stuff that we've got. Another dagger rack right there and another dagger rack right there. But let's keep moving through the home as we come into, I believe this is known as the Oculary. Now, the Oculary is a feature of the home that doesn't actually have a use yet, according to the mod Porter and the comment section of the mod on the Bethesda.net. But it does look pretty cool to have something like this in your home. It's definitely something to be, like, hopefully worked on and made functional in the future, because these three buttons, I assume, is what you can use to like mess with the Oculary, similar to that quest where you get the Elder Scroll out of the middle of this thing. It's pretty cool to see it here in the home. But here in this area, this is the throne room. We've got ourselves the Wizard's Throne. We have a couple display cases with some, assorted soul gems and everything like that. Some nice little seating areas over here. Nothing too grand, nothing too crazy. Some loose books, some loose wine, some goblets, a couple chests over here to store some things. Nothing too crazy, not the nicest little way to store things. I feel like maybe there could be some custom boxes or some, more custom furniture put in here that could look really, really nice in this big throne room / oculary room. Some assorted, alchemical ingredients and some cooking supplies, some baskets. Got ourselves a barrel with some Lunamoth wings on top of there. Overall, just kind of assorted stuff in here. Not to mention you have college boots in here. Don't exactly know why it's here over in kind of like almost a cooking area. But it's kind of an interesting little room in here. I would say it poses, or it acts more as a throne room, mainly because you've got your throne and then this gigantic, like, oculary thing. So all of this stuff that's on the side, kind of random if you ask me. Not really the best placement for all of that stuff, but I didn't create the home. So then let's check these things out right here. So these are your teleportation pads. Now your teleportation pads, they allow you to travel up and down through the different towers that you have. Let's start by going down first, and let's check out the Wizard's Tower Vault. And here we are inside of the vault, and it would seem this is the crafting area down here as well. So you're amongst all of this, like, dwarven machinery and the tubes and the pipes and everything like that. Really, really cool as far as being down here in kind of a forge area or a vaulting area. Got ourselves a tanning rack right there. And then we've got our blacksmith forge, good to have as well as a grindstone, a smelter, which has just been lovingly shoved into the wall. But I don't see a workbench, either that or I'm blind. Oh, yep, I was blind. It's over here. So yes, you've got everything that you need, and there are indeed a couple skill books here for you as well to go ahead and, up your smithing. So that's kind of cool. You can get those books read early on in the game. And then let's head through here. You can definitely tell that the assets in this home are the College of Winterhold, because a lot of this stuff is from different parts of the College of Winterhold castle. But I would definitely call this a vault. I love the vaulted ceilings, though. It looks so pretty. So, so pretty. So you've got a bunch of jeweled flagons, some solid gold candelabras, ornate drinking horns and everything like that. Kind of cool for like a dragon's hoard almost. You've got some excess diamonds and minerals and stuff like that. Got a whole bunch of loose alloys over here. I think this is kind of a strange way of storing them. Like, I get it. It looks really cool to just have all of this stuff out here. But it just kind of falls together, and then you have stuff like this where it just kind of falls off the off of the bookcase. So it's a little strange. But we've got a chest right here that comes with a couple things in it. Then we've got some miscellaneous ores over here. Another big chest for you to put some stuff in here. Lots of free stuff for an early game kind of start out. God, we got like everything loose. Holy good lord. Okay. So maybe scratch what I said about storing them that way. Got a flawed Varlastone. I think that's from another mod though. But it's kind of interesting, honestly, having all of this stuff down here to store, all of your belongings, all of your armors, your weapons, your miscellaneous stuff, your jewels, your minerals, your ores, everything like that. You got more over here too. Wow. Holy crap, it's actually a duplicate of the other side. Now that's kind of cool. So you've got all the crafting things that you could ever want here down in this vault. And it's nice that the crafting area is right around the corner. But let's go back and we'll see what else this Wizard's Tower has to offer. Alright, so we're back in the main hall, and the reason I called it a thoroughfare in a hallway in the beginning is because that's basically what it is. This allows us to travel between the different sections. You guys want to get back on your pedestals down there? Here, I'll leave and then I'll come back. Y'all better be on your pedestals when I get back up there. Or so help me God. Okay, some of you are back. But some of you like to be funny. Isn't that right? Now, there is a mod that you can download that stops this from happening. It's a little strange, and I think it's something that's like deeply embedded in all of Skyrim's stuff. So, yeah, if you don't want that to happen and you want to actually be able to utilize these things, then you can do that. But you can actually still, equip them with clothing and armor and everything like that. So that's kind of cool. In fact, as soon as you put something up there, he pops right back. But that's pretty cool. But it actually looks like we have a whole bunch of actual shields and weapons around here. So it's kind of cool that they start you off with the ability to have this stuff. A little bit overpowered in the beginning, if you ask me. If having the ability to start with a Daedric shield and 2 Daedric swords, yeah, that'd be pretty nice. In fact, that might actually be a Daedric greatsword. Is that a Daedric greatsword? It's 2 Daedric greatswords. Wonderful. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to have all of this stuff here. But we've got dragon scale shields. I'm pretty sure I saw a dragon bone shield somewhere up here, too. Yep, it's right next door. But it doesn't give you dragon bone weapons, so that's good. I think those are ancient Nordic weapons. I believe. Yeah, ancient Nord greatsword, all that stuff. Okay, so that's not as overpowered as I was thinking, but yeah, it's a little bit interesting to start off with all of that stuff. It certainly gives you a head start on collecting. But then that goes to the main hall. Where's the other one at? Right here. This is level 3. And I'm hoping in level 3 we get the enchanting, the alchemy, everything like that. But it looks like maybe this is like a study/library. Got a whole bunch of bookcases for the bookworms of Skyrim, because I know they are watching. And they're my favorite bookcases because they're not the ones that show the books. They just look so nice and regal in here. But yeah, this is like a study, kind of like a nice little library. And it looks like there's a couple ways to go through here. So there's a doorway right here. That probably leads out onto the balcony, so we'll check that here momentarily. A little bit cold through here. I feel like there could have been maybe some stuff on the walls. Oh, but this is the bedroom, alchemy lab, and enchanting room. Alright, it's always good to check these just in case. Kind of a plain bedroom, if you ask me. Kind of feels a little bit cold, but that's okay. Is this another secret door? No. Okay. It's always a good idea to check those. So you've got your alchemy lab, as well as a few assorted potions and poisons and everything like that. Plus you've got your arcane enchanter here. A fairly vanilla with sprinkles mod. Kind of nice to have, but let's check and see if this is indeed a balcony. Yes, indeed, it is the balcony. Oh my goodness, but hello, what is all of this? Markarth, Solitude, Whiterun, Thaumaturgist Hut, Dead Man's Drink, Wind Peak in Skyrim, Windhelm, and Riften. Okay, now wait a second. Let's go ahead and save right there. What's this Thaumaturgist's Hut? Okay, it just teleported me to inside someone's home. Now, isn't that interesting? Where exactly on the map am I? Because I don't know if I'm comfortable with just teleporting into random people's homes. Oh, I'm in Morthal. Okay, so that's where I decided to just barge into someone's home. Okay, well, let's go ahead and save, or let's go ahead and reload that save. But that's pretty cool. I didn't know that this actually came with a teleportation pad that can take you to different places. Now, keep in mind, you can't teleport back, or at least I don't think you can. So if you're going to Solitude, you know, to dump off some stuff, you can use that. And what's great about that is if you're too heavy, you can actually fast travel via this teleportation thing, which is nice, especially in the early game when us hoarders decide to pick everything up and want to sell it to somebody. But that's kind of cool to have. A nice little feature. I would have loved to see one that goes to Raven Rock, because then you wouldn't even have to take the boat ride to Raven Rock. That would be cool. But last but not least, there is one more level, if I'm not mistaken, and it's the tippity top of the Wizard's Tower. And yes, indeed, here we are. Now, do please be careful, because there are no railings around here. So if you're coming for a view, make sure you're a little bit secured. But I do believe that's everything that this home has to offer, guys. And here's my take on it. There's a lot of cool things inside of this home. It's definitely vanilla, though. So for the people who are looking for, you know, a very mod-intensive, kind of a very custom home, this might not be the one for you. But there are homes out there for you. But if you're looking for a nice little Wizard's Tower, it kind of gives me that Frostcrag Spire feelings from Oblivion. You know, if you're looking for something like that, here in Skyrim, this is one to take a look at. It's got a whole lot of stuff inside of it. It's got everything that you need as far as crafting, as well as alchemy, enchanting. It's got a bed, it's got storage, and it has places to store your armors and your weapons on mannequins and shield racks and weapon racks, if I could speak English correctly. But it's a neat little spot to be at. Not my favorite home, I would definitely say, but honestly, a cool start. I think with a little bit of polish, it could look really, really nice, and I really think that it has a lot to offer. Hopefully that oculary gets working, but yeah. So let me know what you guys thought of it down there in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Would you use it? Let me know down there, guys, because I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on this. But until the next time, guys, I will see you in the next video.